Hello everyone, Bubbling Moon back again. I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but last year it got announced that LoliRock, 6 years after it went off the air, is finally getting a season 3, and I am so excited for it. We don't really know anything about season 3 right now. We don't even know when it's coming out, but fingers crossed it's sometime mid-2025 because that's the soonest it realistically could come out. But today I just want to speculate wildly about my hopes and wishes and everything that I hope season 3 includes. Plus a little speed draw of a LoliRock princess of my own design in the background. Before I go any further though, I do want to give a spoiler warning. I will be talking about the season 2 finale, so if for some unknown reason you clicked on this video without having seen the entirety of LoliRock, you might want to go just binge the entire show before you watch this, because the season 2 finale is peak television. It is one of my favorite episodes of the entire show. So with that out of the way, here's my wish list for everything that I hope season 3 includes. First and foremost, I want to spend way more time on Ophidia. There's a lot of plot lines, there's a lot of things that they could do with Ophidia that I think would be absolutely great. I want Iris and her mother to have some very awkward interactions. Iris is 16 and she's lived her entire life on a foreign planet, so I want her and her mom to clearly want to work together and build a relationship, but be struggling with that a little bit. And I also think that it would be good character-wise if her mom shows a little bit of jealousy toward Aunt Ellen. Aunt Ellen has raised her daughter for 16 years. Obviously, she's going to be closer with Iris than her own mother is. Like, there's just no way around that. So I would like at least 2 episodes addressing that. I want some serious bonding time between Talia and Asira too. I would love it if Asira came to Earth just to hang out with Talia and see what she's up to. And I would love it if the episode was mainly focused on Talia trying to prove how mature and responsible she is and all of the stuff that she's been accomplishing on Earth. And then I'd like it if Asira was a little concerned that Talia's maybe a bit too responsible. Because Talia's whole young life was kind of colored by the war with Greymore. I would really like it if Asira, now that the war on their home planet is done, is trying to push Talia to have more fun and act her age instead of worrying about responsibility all the time. Which would then be interrupted because Praxina will inevitably have an attack during the episode and it'll show that Talia can't relax so much. But it would be a really good opportunity for some bonding time. We only really get to see Talia and Asira bond like a little bit in that one episode, and I would love for like some sisterly bonding time. Talia deserves it. We also need to spend way more time in Volta. Volta seems like a really interesting place. She has so many siblings and I'd love to see more of them. Maybe not all of them because she has so many siblings. We get so many little tidbits about Volta. I want to see all of it in action. Apparently dinosaurs remind her of the pets that they have on Volta. I have to see this. I have to see like her family dynamic. I also want to see her older brother again. Something that I hope doesn't happen is an episode of misunderstanding between Iris and Nathaniel. They spent so long in the will they, won't they territory. I don't want to waste any more time there. I want all of their problems to be external from this point on. They have such a good and wholesome relationship, especially as far as magical girl shows are concerned. Like, I don't know why so many magical girl shows just absolutely drop the ball in the relationship department. It's completely mind-boggling. I would, however, love an episode where Nathaniel gets introduced to Iris's real parents. Maybe they could be like in disguise on Earth and he's like, oh, these are your birth parents, and it gets super awkward. I don't necessarily want the whole father threatening the daughter's boyfriend. I hate that trope. It's so played out and it's honestly a little bit creepy. if Nathaniel is trying to like bond a little bit with Iris's dad and there's so many cultural barriers. Iris's dad is just like, what is he talking about? I don't understand this at all. I want Nathaniel to know that Iris is a magic alien princess from another planet. I never really understood why she didn't tell him, like, yeah, you shouldn't be screaming it from the rooftops or anything, but Nathaniel's in love with her. He'd never betray her. Why doesn't she just tell him? It would make her relationship with him so much easier. I mean, he handled it really well in the alternate timeline, so what's wrong with telling him now? I would love it if Aunt Ellen was a little more involved in the storylines now that we know she's an Ephedian. I don't necessarily want her to be intruding on the fights so much, but I'd like her to take on more of a direct mentor role and be coaching them about fighting, or be invited into their training ground and give them some pointers or something. This next one's a long shot, and I know it's a long shot, but the heart wants what the heart wants, and the heart wants Lena and Carissa to date each other. I am a sucker for the rivals to lovers trope. I would love it if these two opposites were attracted to each other. Like, I already like their color palette together. I think they've got a nice fun chemistry when they're bickering. Plus, it's been 6 years since the final episode of season 2. We've progressed a little bit. Can't we have a gay couple on the show? Please, pretty please? Joanna didn't get a chance to date Iris, so honor her sacrifice, please, by making these two a couple. It would be so cute. This next one's a big one. I want new dresses. I love the old dresses. There's nothing wrong with the old dresses. They didn't get a second form in season 2, so I would really love it if they got some kind of powered up form in season 3. Chanilla doesn't count. Iris's Chanilla is awesome, but that's not a sustainable long-term form. I want new dresses, I want them to be pretty, I want them to be sparkly, and I want them to have another color thrown in. It might be kind of a tough needle to thread because the old dresses were so iconic and so well thought out and so cute. And I don't necessarily want the style to change, but I think it would be nice if it was something along the lines of, now that we're older and our powers have grown or matured or something along those lines, they get like a new powered up dress form. Alright, getting to the big stuff. I want some truly unhinged Praxina moments. I want her to be just out of her mind crazy cackling. Like, she has lost her brother, she's being possessed by a dark and malevolent force, her grandfather was the court jester. I would like to see some truly unhinged Praxina. And speaking of Praxina, you guys know Mephisto isn't dead, right? We didn't see a body. He has to be alive. He has to be alive. And here's the biggest thing that I want out of season 3. Here's the thing that I will be deeply, deeply disappointed in if they don't include this. I want Mephisto to come back as like a tuxedo mask style character, but I want it to be so blatantly obvious that it's him. I want him to come back with like a cape and a mask, and I want him to be like, hello fellow do-gooders, and I want the girls to immediately twig on to the fact that this is Mephisto. So much so, by the middle of the season, I want them to, every time he shows up, just go, oh hey Mephisto, and he's like, haha, I have no idea who you're talking about. Mephisto, what is that? It seems like something he would do, honestly. Like, he got so many good moments in season 2 where he got to show, like, what a good person he actually is deep down. I would love it if he came back as kind of a comedic good guy character. I'd also really like it if it turns out Mephisto is Ariana's main love interest. I mean, he's already called her pretty a couple times in the actual show. I think it would be a cute idea. That's my wish list for LoliRock Season 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the speed draw. I made a secondary version of the picture with a more traditional LoliRock color scheme, but honestly, I really like the two-tone color scheme that I have going on. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What are you looking forward to out of Season 3? What do you hope happens? Do you also agree that Mephisto should come back as a super comedic hero who's trying to hide his identity to no real success? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff that'll help my channel grow. And I hope you're all having a great day and enjoying some excellent mental health. That pretty much does it for me. Peace out.